Hey guys, welcome to Simpler Futures. In our video tonight, I'm going to be talking about not so much as an individual futures contract, but ways to trade an individual futures contract. One thing that we want to do, if you are a trend trader, and I don't know if you are a trend or a counter trend, you're still looking for trends. You've either got an up move, a down move, or sideways, pretty much. And that's it. Now, when we start talking about trends, when I start talking about the trends, this is what I start looking for. I look for areas in the market that, let's see if this will work, that kind of picture in your mind that this is a railroad track. And we're looking at this as being, if I can get it to, there we go, this track in here. Now, am I looking at price data? Yes, I am looking at price, but I'm also looking at the moving averages. I use an 8 and a 21 period exponential moving average. And as long as I've got, let's say if I got a position trade on, and this wouldn't happen to be high grade or copper. And if I'd put copper on down here about $2.12 or $2.20 or whatever, I'm going to ride the rails. And that's what I kind of like to call this, ride the rails, until we begin to see these moving averages begin to decrease in the distance between them. We've had a really good move here. This shows the strength of the move. As you can see, when we start getting into the bigger sides of the move, these expand. Now I would be expecting them to contract, and the rails may begin to narrow. When that happens, what's that telling us? Price action, which is what we're trading price action. We want to see what happens. Now, let's say you aren't looking at the high grade. Let's use the YM, the E-mini Dow. And I'll have to change this. Let's see. I think that'll do it. All right, here's the Dow. And let me expand this out. Same thing off of the Dow. This is a daily chart here. And if we pick this up with the expansion, we would be looking for this to continue on. Now, if this begins to contract, which it will, what we want to do is make sure that we're watching the price data and that you're covering yourself with your stops, that you've moved your stops up enough where if it does reverse, then you manage the trade. What you're looking for is to get in on the front end and then manage the trade. And that's how riding the rails can help you do that. Now, if you're looking at bonds, let's say bonds on the downside. Too much. Now look at the move the bonds. We get a crossover here. It begins to expand, contracts a little bit. You just tighten your stops up and then let it run. This is a daily chart. Let's say you're using trading the E-mini Dow on a 5-minute chart. And off of this 5-minute chart, you're wanting to do the same thing. Catch the crossovers and then ride the rails. Same thing on the downside, on the upside. It doesn't have to be that complicated. This is the close that we had in there today. So guys, a little lesson in here. No matter what you're trading, watch the rails. Look at the trend that this thing is putting in right here. If I just ran that trend here and we just run it from these highs to highs, you know, that's a really nice move right here. I can get this thing to stop now. Yeah, let me get back my pointer. Catch it and ride the trend. Now, how do you stay in? Use your protective stops. Let it ride. Let your profits ride and cut your losses short. That's the key to trading, guys. Good trading. Make sure you trade smart. Trade with protective stops. and your longevity will be increased substantially. Guys, good training. See you in the next video.